Let's read this. He says in Moonwalk, while my brothers and I were paying dues on the so-called Chitlin circuit, opening for other acts, I carefully watched all the stars because I wanted to learn as much as I could. I'd stare at their feet, the way they held their arms, the way they gripped a microphone, trying to decipher what they were doing and why they were doing it. After studying James Brown from the wings, I knew every step, every grunt, every spin, every turn. I have to say he would give a performance that would exhaust you, just wear you out emotionally, his whole physical presence. The fire coming out of his pores would be phenomenal. You'd feel every bead of sweat on his face and you'd know what he was going through. I'd never seen anybody perform like him. Unbelievable, really. When I watched somebody I liked, I'd be there. James Brown, Jackie Wilson, Sam and Dave, the OJs, they all used to really work an audience. I might have learned more from watching Jackie Wilson than from anyone or anything else. All of this was a very important part of my education. And so now, segue into talking about Jackie Wilson, Mr. Excitement. Born in Detroit in 1934, Jackie Wilson helped to shape the sound of R&B and early soul as we know it. Known as Mr. Excitement for his explosive stage presence, splits, spins, and all. His voice was unmatched. He had hits like Lonely Teardrops, Higher and Higher, To Be Loved, among others throughout the late 50s, 60s, early 70s. He was inducted posthumously into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 1987. Jackie Wilson. Dad, before we talk about Jackie Wilson, let's watch this clip.
Okay.
Listen to me and you better hear what I say. Come along. Come along, come along with me. Come along. Come along, come along with me. You better come along. Come along, come along with me. I love you, baby, can't you plainly see? But come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on.
Jackie
Yes.
Wilson.
Yes. Now that's in the 50s. Now think about that excitement in the 50s. You know that's what's called an entertainer. And when you look at Jackie Wilson, like you said, if you look at how he was dancing just now, you see some James Brown, you see some Michael, and that's in the 50s. So that goes to show you that that's why they used to call him Mr. Excitement, because back in his day when he came out, Jackie Wilson was a good singer. Again, he had the look. He had the dance, he had the voice. And at the time he came out, just like when Sammy Davis came out, he had the competition of the Chairman of the Board, which the Rat Pack, which was Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin in that era. When Jackie Wilson came out, he had to compete against the great Sam Cooke. Sam Cooke was smooth. He was the band, Chain Gang, and songs that he sang, There's a Chain Gonna Come. And Sam Cooke was the man. He was actually the number one R&B singer at the time, Sam Cooke. And then Jackie Wilson came on the scene again. He came there with another element. Sam Cooke was straight up singing like most and just singing his song and grooving to the music, and it was great. Jackie Wilson came up with the dance, came up with the excitement, came up with the beat. I don't know if you noticed, if you look at that video when he was dancing with the crowd and he had the group behind him dancing, he was almost dancing to what you call a beat. When people sing on top of music, they sing on top of music with a melody on top of the beat. He had the dancers in the back of him, and he came to the front, and they were going dun, 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 and he was going left to right, and he was going in the back of him. He was like on top of the dance with the beat, but they was going to the left, and he was going to the right. Like if you sing, when you sing with music, music's in the background, but you sing on top of the music. You know what I'm trying to say?
Right.
Because you're the sound. He made that dance just now. He was the dance. He was all in the background, but he came out in the front and started going to the left and right. You see when it split? Went down and came up. He barely lifted his hands up. His whole body came with the legs. I don't think nobody could emulate that split right there. That's very difficult to do. But you have to have a certain type of charisma and body to come up without putting your hands to lift your legs up.
I know.
You get your body back over the ground. Michael didn't try that. You know what I'm saying? You saw he slid up, right?
Yeah.
That's very difficult to do. So that's called Mr. Excitement. He had something that was special. And that took him to another level when it comes to the music during that time. From the 59s to the 63s. And they call him Mr. Excitement only because of how he danced and how he looked. And before you saw him with the jacket, with the shirt and the pants, he had a white jacket on. He took that jacket off and threw it to the side.
Okay.
Entertainment. It's like, guess what? Michael took his hat off and threw it to the side.
Yeah.
So he started dancing. Jackie took his jacket off and threw it to the side.
This is all coming together for me now. I feel like I'm understanding Michael more now. When you say this stuff, I'm like, okay.
All right, Jackie Wilson had a jacket on at first. Before the part you showed, the clip you showed, the jacket, he took his jacket off, he said. And he had just a red shirt on and white pants.
Yeah.
And guess what? Then he started doing his dance with the crowd in back of him. So and if you notice, I don't know if you noticed it, but didn't you have that excitement just now from when you're looking at that video?
Yeah, definitely. I was into it. Like
that's what I'm saying to you. That's a different element of music that only a few people can capture. And he was one of them. And again, he's another one that Michael Jackson loved and emulated. And he saw something. There's an excitement he saw in that. You know what I'm trying to say? And if you think about it, that's the 50s, 58, 59, 60s. Excitement was the key besides just singing.
Yes.
Got that?
And I remember actually Michael saying that he used to, I think it was Jackie Wilson. In the comments, correct me if I'm wrong, but he was saying that he used to like watch his feet and he would be mad when the camera didn't show his feet and they would show something else because he wanted to see exactly what Jackie Wilson was doing. I'm pretty sure that that's what he was talking about, that artist.
No. Again, these are elements that everybody do not have. Everybody you can be a great singer. You can be a great looking person. You can have a great sound, but you might not have the dance, the excitement that goes along with the music and the voice and the presentation and the look.
Yeah.
They had the look. It's almost like all that stuff come together. And that's why I think if you look at the years of Michael, he was constantly changing his look to go along with the music and the evolution of him.
Yeah,
and
that reinvention.
That's what it took. Right, because back in the day when he first started, he started with the afros. You see, that was a thing when it comes to minorities. We had the afro going in the 70s. So Mike was part of that. He said, we got to make sure that I have the best looking afro and the best looking music to go along with it. And then he realized after that, then they turned around here and everybody had the processed hair. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
And then after that, he turned around, then everybody had the look and the features. So Michael continuously, besides changing the music, he changed his look to go along with the music. That was all part of what made him great, exciting, and special. See, everybody they changed the song, but they don't change the look. He was changing everything: the look, the dance, everything.
That is so true. And I want to take it back because I also have a clip of Michael just saying a couple words about Jackie Wilson. And just for context, this is a couple weeks after Jackie Wilson passed away in the 80s. Michael Jackson gave this speech at the Grammys. So let's check it out.
I also would like to say something very important, that some people are entertainers and some people are great entertainers. Some people are followers and some people make the path and are pioneers. I like to say Jackie Wilson was a wonderful entertainer. He's not with us anymore, but Jackie, where you are, I'd like to say I love you and thank you so much.
Yeah.
So
again, he had the look and he had the voice and he had the dance. And that's the beginning of what you call a great entertainer that have all the elements to make yourself successful when it comes to entertainment.
This has been an excerpt from episode number 39 of the Club 30s with MJFanGirl podcast. Check out full episodes on Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music, and also on the Patreon, where full episodes are dropped exclusively ad-free for Patreon members. Thank you guys so much for supporting if you're a Patreon member, and shout out to our Platinum sponsor, Marlis. You are the absolute best. See you guys in the next episode.